Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm Veronica Gunderson.
Penny Miller, nice to meet you. Okay, thank you.
So I was talking to Ms. Cope, the school principal, and because we just had an event at the school, and a couple sirens went off, and everybody just kind of stood around and didn't know what the sirens were for, especially whenever we were doing a family function at the school, and people were like, is this supposed to be happening?
Right.
How did you feel in that situation?
I was a little bit uneasy. Uneasy that of, the alarms are there for a reason, and they're telling us something, but you don't know what, it's a false alarm, is it fire, what is it? And so there was definitely a lot of confusion even on my part of how do I know what to do? Does anybody know what's going on? Who's responding to us? It was a bit definitely uneasy feeling on that.
Right, right. So I know your company goes and installs these alarm systems. How do you feel that just having a siren is?
I mean, it's better than nothing. So you kind of start off that, when there's some kind of an emergency, there's an alarm that goes. But I think even like you and I saw in our experiences with that situation, that even teachers don't know what is this fire alarm, tornado, intruder. I mean, just there's so many things that go on in this world, unfortunately, that it's a restriction, I guess, of I hear an alarm, but it depends on what kind of problem it is as to what we do, what our protocol is, how we've trained our staff to answer, and that's something I've always wondered about. Well, how do they know what kind of alarm this is?
Exactly.
So it's definitely easy, and that's why I wanted to kind of visit with you. I heard you had an idea of maybe of an improvement. I thought I should definitely hear what you have.
Right. So you're one of the decision makers with your company, correct?
Yes, I go around and try to make sure I'm up on the latest technologies and in tune with what's going on in the world these days, and try to help our customers be as prepared as they can be and answer when they need, and they have the knowledge to answer whatever that situation is. And that's where our products, like what we do, come in.
So I had gone in right after this incident and spoke with Ms. Cope, and that's how I came in contact with you, and I'm so excited to talk to you today about that, because our company came up with this idea of having an alarm that actually tells you exactly what's going on. And this alarm, what it is, it's called a lockdown emergency alarm. And let me show you kind of what it looks like. This is what it is.
Okay.
So these can be placed typically by the fire pull-down alarms, and they can be placed throughout the entire building. And what's different about this alarm is that it actually will tell you what is going on. So as you can tell here, it'll tell people exactly what's going on. And this situation is a lockdown. They're saying that probably about 13% of people don't even respond to sirens. However, whenever it's a verbal alarm, you have a 75% increase in that. Here's a couple of situations to where this technology would have been definitely a great thing in place. You being in the Cypress area, I'm sure you've heard about the stabbing at Lone Star College. With Lone Star College, the incident started happening around 11:20. However, Lone Star employees did not send out the alarm until 20 minutes later. Students did not get that alarm to their email until 29 minutes later. So after that, by this time, the guy was already apprehended. And so with this, 14 people were stabbed. Luckily, nobody was killed. Everybody survived. With this alarm system, like I said, it's verbal. So it's able to tell people immediately what's going on. And we're not waiting on an admin to send out a call over the speaker system saying, hey, this is a lockdown. It's all just immediately. It also contacts the police. And so with that, the police is already contacted knowing that there's some kind of threat on school property.
With these, is this one that, is it similar to, like, I think you mentioned to the fire pull down where there's one in each room or something like that? Or is it more of it, so the voice comes on as soon as this is pushed? The voice like that on your phone, that would come on?
Well, you can have these in high traffic areas. All classrooms are typically equipped with phones, so the teacher can automatically call right there. It's up to your client if they want to put these in the classroom as well, but these are typically in high traffic areas, like I said, by exits in the library and the cafeteria, to where anybody can go and push them, and they're not waiting on an admin person to have to make the phone call, and then the office having to make the announcement through the school that this is a lockdown. It's a lot quicker process. Like I said, with the Lone Star incident, it took approximately 20 minutes for them to even send out anything for anybody to know what's going on, and then for a student to have to check their email to know, hey, what's going on here. It was just too long of a process for that to happen. So do you think this would be something that your company might be interested in?
I think so. I mean, I think it's unfortunate the world we're having to talk about these kind of things, but it's real. It's a very real concern, and so a lot of our clients in schools have asked us for any kind of technology to relate to lockdown. Especially, again, it's sad that this is what we're doing, but again, the priority is certainly students and staff safety there. So on. This will be installed, like, so maybe like cafeterias, exits, things like, places like that. Has it been used in any other schools or anything so far? Or just as far as just kind of trying, make sure the connections work and everything?
Well, this is a brand new product. We do test it in our facility. You guys would be the very first one to get your hands on this. And I know that the Cypress School District is really huge on being technology suave. Even their windmills and their electricity and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
and of course, we're in a great area to do that.
Exactly.
To do that, to be able to bring the technology in.
Exactly. But yes, all of this is tested in our facilities over and over again. And it's, like I said, it's connected directly to the home system. So that way, if they already have an alarm system in place, then you just run the wires directly to the home system and plug it in, and it's good to go.
Okay. Well, that's good. It's nice that it works with our existing, a lot of our customers' existing systems would be that way. They would have a system of some sort, and then being able to work within with it would help a lot. I know that would help a lot with the adoption of it there. So, what kind of price do you have, just so we have an idea on that?
I do have that here for you. I know that you have a couple upcoming projects. I know you guys are working with the new build of the Bridgeland High School.
We are. So we keep building more schools. There's more students around, and then that's good.
Yes, it's a very booming area. So with that, you would probably need about 240 because it is the high school and elementary that's coming up. They run about $25 each.
Okay.
So that with the 240 that you would need for those two buildings, it would cost you about $6,000.
Okay.
But however, you would sell that for $75 each, and your revenue in that would be $18,000. This does not include what your install fees and stuff like that. So your profit on there is going to be about $12,000. So is this something that you guys would think about being interested in?
I think so. And again, a lot of our schools and principals are, and even like one, that you mentioned, that's a big thing we've got going on, safety security is, and we know we've experienced firsthand that there's this alarm of what exactly do we do, especially visitors coming, you don't know what's going on, and so I think that would be really helpful to our schools to have something that either students can push or something just very quickly start getting help. So certainly, I think that'd be good. I have a few schools, the new schools would be probably good ones to start with, that we can visit with to get them on board with it.
I know Ms. Coates said that she was extremely interested in this and wanted to talk to you first and have us meet first. That way we could go ahead and, get this going, and hopefully we could get that implemented in her school. Just because, the incident with them going back to the sirens and people not knowing what was going on.
That's scary. It is there. Sure, I'd like to give it a try. I know in a lot of schools, we've talked about, there's a couple others I have in mind that have asked me specifically about lockdown type technology and what they can do, and so I think that would be definitely good to give it a try.
Perfect. Do you have any other questions?
No, it sounds interesting. I think that's a good fit for our customers, and again, something that's needed and something we've been asked about, so I think that was a good timing for us to visit, and we'll give it a try.
Perfect. So I can go ahead and set you up with the 240 alarms for the new school building?
Yes, let's go ahead and do that. When do you think they would be here? What kind of time frame do you usually have for them?
I can get that to you within 2 weeks. If that works for you.
Sure, that'll be a good time. Our new schools are coming on board, so that'd be a good time to go and get them in the wiring and everything set up. So sure, let's go ahead and let's get that going.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Give Veronica some marking out.
You did great. Let me
Works. Y'all notice getting faster grading?
Yeah.
With a little practice, you get better at it. That's what's good.